Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. We're going to talk about food shortages. You know, without coming out right out and say it, there's some things I just can't share. We're in a world now that you can't just say everything. And I use comedy, humor, to try and deal with, quite frankly, the stress of what's going on sometimes, because it's a big deal. You also don't want to incite panic. So here's the deal. I was in Washington a couple of weeks ago. I told you guys I was in the middle of that heat wave, and it's still going on right now. The jet stream has changed, and people can, make excuses all day long, but the facts are the crops are dying. They're burning up right now. And yes, every year we have heat waves, and yes, every year we go through these little things. However, this one is different, and you're going to find out the facts about, I want to say, 4 to 6 weeks. The crop report was released in the middle of this thing starting to calm people's fears. What people don't realize is that just because that crop report came out, it was actually based on something that was some data from a few weeks prior. Well, now we're dealing with intense heat, amazing drought. In California, we're seeing lakes that are so low, it's insane. You're seeing stories all over where, record-breaking lake levels. In California, we got very, very, very little water, and the amount of crops that we produce is vast. But not just California. We're talking about, Idaho, Montana, Washington, right? Oregon. You're going to get a very, very real wake-up call in a few weeks, and people are it's a lagging indicator, these reports, because they tell you about how the numbers were a few weeks ago or a few months ago, not about what's happening today or tomorrow. It's like economics. I swear, economists are the weathermen of money. They only tell you what's obvious, and they try and forecast something, and they're always wrong. Honestly. I think that this is a time to just sit back and, people go, well, what should I do? You say, food shortage, what should I get? And I go, okay, it sounds funny, but I like 3-bean salad. It has garbanzo beans, canned green beans, canned kidney beans, and some onion, right? Well, I could store up canned goods. And gosh darn it, I could live on 3-bean salad for a while, to be honest with you. Because what's going to happen is that there are going to be people freaking out because we're going into something where literally it's like the perfect storm. You have a food die-off, right? You have some ranchers that aren't even going to be able to water their livestock, so they're going to kill them. We've seen this happen before, where they don't have enough grass to feed them, they don't have enough water to water them, so they kill them, they send them to slaughter ahead of time. They may not have wanted to slaughter their whole herd, but they go ahead and do it because, hey, might as well do it and capture the money now because I just don't have it. So you're going to have, crops, you're going to have livestock issues. We're already seeing a massive chicken shortage, right? Now you couple that with supply chain problems. There's literally issues going from farm to table right now. Way more than trucking. There's communication issues. There's cycles that have been broken because schools weren't ordering enough food, and the farmers had to adjust. Restaurants weren't ordering the same amount of food, so farmers had to adjust. And now there's a boom, and everyone's trying to catch up. When all you got to do right now, you see all the writing on the wall, and let's say this is totally bad information. It's totally wrong. It's not going to happen. Well, guess what you still got? You still got canned goods that are good for the next 2 or 3 years that pretty much are going to keep up with inflation, and you can still eat them. It's a win-win scenario. But the one thing I don't want to hear from anybody is that I had to sell. And it sounds crazy, but this is what happens in hard times. Like we see the picture from the Great Depression where the man had a very fancy car. I want to see if my editor can throw that picture up right here. Fancy car with a sign says, I just lost my job. I'll sell it. And it was like half price. I want to say it was a Rolls Royce or a Cadillac. I don't remember what it was. Really fancy car. People sell things because they don't have any money to literally eat and pay the rent. And you're already seeing a rent apocalypse right now. And it's going to get worse once the forbearance is allowed to take full hold, and banks will be coming and saying, you either pay us what you owe us now, which is actually already written in your loan docs, or sell your house. And that's the plan. So I want you to realize the time that you're in right now. It's important to be stocked up, guys. I can't say it enough. All right, guys. With that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.